Welcome, one and all precious saints, to this digital roundtable where we are going to be talking about what stress is and how we as young Christians can avoid having stress. And I'm so glad that you guys were able to make it. I understand how you guys are busy with your schedules, and so the fact that you guys are here is incredible. And I really believe this conversation is extremely important for us as young adults. And we just want to really be able to understand what it means to have stress and how can we be able to conquer stress as people of God. This woman, she was suffering from a disability which caused her to be bent over. Her back was arched for over 18 years, and she was not able to straighten herself. And I think that is so symbolic, of how we are living our lives. Sometimes we have so much stress that you feel like the world is on your back and you can't even have a chance to straighten up and really smile and get up and look at the sky, because you're constantly worried about the next thing. What's the next step? What am I doing? That you're constantly looking at for me, it's like the to-do list. Like, what am I supposed to do next? What's my next task? And you're never able to have time to kind of see, like, okay, maybe I can take a break and look on things like the birds and trees. Like when we were younger, that was a thing. But nowadays, it's just like work. If not work, then you're schooling. If you're not schooling, you're doing something else. But you just always engage with something.
We need to have that mindset that we cannot fight anything, especially stress, by ourselves. We came from far away, like you said, some of us, Congo, Kenya. Life was not good. I can't complain. Life was okay. I had food, but I'm thankful that I'm here. I have opportunities. School is free. Back home, I had to pay. We had to pay school fees, so I can't complain. And it was God. God was providing over there, and guess what? He's still providing over here. So our mindset should just be like, "Hey, God got me."
Amen. Is the sovereignty of God in our lives, and I think Charles Spurgeon saying that he has learned to embrace the crashing wave being, stress, the crashing wave being the chaos of life, like Sister Olivia was talking about, and the panic, the fear of what life constantly throws at us, and that being the crashing wave. And Charles Spurgeon, he's saying that I've learned to embrace it. I've learned to embrace that crashing wave. Why? Because it pushes me closer to the rock of ages. And I think for me, what I have discovered is that stress is another way that God uses to get us closer to him. I think it's another way that God shows us that you are not 100%, you don't got it. You don't have it all in you. You can depend on me. Lean on me instead. I know you may think that you got it all figured out. You go to the gym, you do all these things, but just depend on me. Lean on me. I know best. There's a famous show called Father Knows Best. And I think stress is another way of reminding us that God knows best. Netflix, whatever you find, or whatever methods anyone tends to use to rest, but she's saying that we can find rest in Jesus. And I think that's really good. Not only allows us to rest in the physical, but it also allows us to rest in the spiritual. The spiritual man is rejuvenated again. He's refined again. He's put on new food. And I think that's really key in keeping ourselves healthy, because if we just eat, the physical, and we forget the man inside of us, the spiritual person inside of us, we run the risk of not only harming our physical body, but we also harm the risk of harming our relationship with our Father, Jesus Christ. So that's really, really good. And it's so important to pray. Our Sister Josephine, she was really talking about, that idea of finding time to pray, giving it to the Lord, giving whatever situation you have, you say, Jesus, take it, by prayer. And I think that's so key. And we also talked about being able to just depend on God and just say, you know what, God, I don't know what to do. I don't know why this is happening the way that it's happening. I don't know why life is falling the way that it is, but I'm just going to trust. I'm just going to let it go and let God do what he wants to do.